Okay, a lot of talk about gun control now. People want to get rid of guns. Well, you and I both know it's not going to happen. But just suppose for a minute if it did. What would you do to replace it? There's plenty of materials around that a redneck can find and make a weapon. He can make a weapon out of anything. I used to find rubber bands laying around on the floor all over work. So if you didn't have anything else, you can make a powerful weapon just out of regular rubber bands. And you can go to any Walmart and pick up a bag like this for $1.50, $2. All you have to do is just take two of them and loop them together like that. Now, my first attempt at making something that would use rubber bands like that, I used two metal hooks on it and I cut it out of regular wood. That was my mistake. You don't want to cut something that's just got one layer of wood with the grain running through it like that. So shot pretty good for a while, but I took one shot, I had it just like this, and that sucker broke and hit me right in the nose. And let me tell you, it had some power. Just imagine if you were holding the rubber band up in front of your face like that and somebody pulled it back and let it go. That's exactly what it felt like. So if you're not a redneck, don't try any of this stuff I'm showing you right here, because for about a second, man, I thought it was all over. I have my glasses on. Always protect your eyes when you're doing any of this redneck stuff, because it'll pay off in the end. Didn't leave a mark on me. I just got lucky on that one. So I learned my lesson about that one. So to counteract that, I came up with one. Got a small piece of plywood around here that holds the hooks on. And I've got a 4-inch bolt running through a handle. It's a little heavier, looks a little crude, but it fits right in my hand. But what I found on the diameter of handles, that it's going to feel best at about 1 1/8 inch to 1 1/4 inch for my hand. If you got big hands or small hands, you probably want to go bigger or smaller. But this is pretty close to the same diameter as a Olympic barbell. So that's probably why they use it on barbells. But I've got 3 sets of loops on this side. With eye hooks like here, you can change them quick, or you can tune it to your strength level. If you don't have that much strength, you probably just want to go with 2 loops on each side. If you're stronger, you can go with 3. That's about what I got here right now. Or if you're stronger still, you could go to 4. So I'll take a couple shots with this and just let you hear the power of it. I've come to favor side shooting with it instead of like this, shoot this way. Hey, you can get pretty accurate that way. Now, if I miss a target today, I'm going to blame it on the wind. Not the fact that I'm a bad shot. But I don't practice as much as I should. But so if I miss, I'm going to claim it's the wind. Alright, let's see. And I found that it's easier for me to shoot left-handed. I'm right-handed, but as far as shooting, when you get into heavier power, for some reason, it seems I like shooting left-handed better. So if you're shooting left-handed, remember to close your right eye. You want to put your arm out to the side as much as you can because you get a longer draw that way. And make sure that your cross piece is straight up and down and not tilted like that. So, let's see what we can do here. Real high on that one. But you can hear the power on that one. Hear it snap? And that's just from regular old rubber bands. Get any Walmart. Get a little closer there. Like I say, I haven't practiced with this one for quite a while. Now there's one of the dangers with this. Your rubber band might come out. Okay, but it goes back in easy. Okay, that's enough of that. So my next model, I used instead of the plywood and all, which got kind of heavy with the bolt in, I found a natural fork that was good and straight from the side. And when I sanded it, I was able to even it up even more than what I had before. As far as the bands, I know TheraBand Gold is the best. I'm not trying to say it's not, but you know, not everybody has quick access to it. If you need something quick, you can just go to Walmart again and get these exercise bands like that. You can get them where they have 3 thicknesses. One is a 0.30 millimeter. You got a 0.45 millimeter thickness and a 0.55 millimeter. What's good about these, it doesn't take a lot of force to pull them, but they're real snappy. The snappier it is, the faster it's going to shoot. And like I say, you know, you can use this for concealed carry. It'll fit right in your pocket like that. If you want to quickly get it out, you can just have your pouch hanging out a little bit. Same way with this one. Part of the beauty of this one is that natural fork is really strong and it's super light. You can carry this one and not even know you got it on. That one's a little closer there. I practiced more with this one than I did with the rubber band one. This one has been combat tested. It will repel intruders. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so I like this one because it's easier to draw, but you might want something with a little more power. But what I would suggest is, before you go up in the power range, start out with one that's a little bit lighter. Get your stance down where you want it and build. Okay, so if you wanna, we're gonna try to move up in power twice what we had with the last one. The last one I had 2 sets of the 0.45 millimeter bands on each side. Well, this one I have 4 bands of the 0.55 millimeter TheraBand on it. The frame, I started out with a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. I found with just using the thickness of the 3/4 inch, the hollow part of my hand wasn't in contact with the wood. So to make the grip a little bit better, I epoxied on a piece of 1/2 inch on top of the 3/4 inch, and so that brought me up to my 1 1/4 inch diameter there. And also I cut finger holes in it that fit right where my fingers are. I did that with a little Dremel tool with a drum sander on it. Just put your finger down over there and mark out with a Sharpie where your finger laid, and you can just cut it right in there. Then finish, and once you get that done, just spend about an hour or 2, finish sanding it down, and it'll fit right in your hand, and you still fit in the pocket good, no problem. So I don't really know if that's totally legal to carry that around or not, but what I do know is, hey, it fits in your pocket. It's there if you need it. Enough about that. Okay, like I say, this should have double the power of the last one. So the power seems to improve the accuracy a little bit. So you can hear the increase in power just from the sound. That's pretty close there. A little more practice, it could be a pretty formidable weapon. Another thing kind of accidentally found out about, does it fit in your pocket, or if you wear overalls like a lot of rednecks, maybe wonder why they do. Could be because they're just fat, like me. It's the only comfortable way to wear clothes. But also it gives you lots of places to stick things. Probably the quickest one that I found, it just use it like a headband. Put it on like this. It fits right around your head. If you put it on your hat, nobody knows it's there, especially if you put on the jacket and flip the collar up. Now, tell me, do you see anything? There you go. Well, okay, another good thing about using the slingshot is the ammunition and the cost of the ammunition. Really, for your best accuracy, you want to use something that's nice and round and consistent. If you look at the cost of ammunition now for guns, it's just ridiculous. So anytime you go out shooting, it's going to be a real high cost. I've seen people advertising 22 long rifles, 500 rounds in a paper for $90. That is ridiculous. But with a slingshot, you can set the target up just like this. Just hang a thick rug over down in there, and all your ammunition can be recovered and shot again. So it's a lot of fun for very little cost. So that's another redneck tip for you right there. Well, that's about all the crazy stuff I can think of today. So we'll see you later.